coming into this camp, focus on my body, working on my body, doing all the little things necessary to keep my body healthy. When you got that, when you can trust your body, your confidence just grows. So I would say the difference was I was a way more confident player in college and early in my career than I was prior than last year. And now I'm starting to get that back, starting to get that swagger back, and you can't get too high on it because it's just minicamp right now. But all the little stuff and gaining confidence in here and this break that we have, hopefully catapults and pushes me through camp and to the regular season and beyond, hopefully. I tell you, I feel a lot better than I felt at this point last year. Like you said, I was rehabbing. But, my body feels good. My body feels strong. I feel like I got my strength back. I feel like I got my speed back. I feel like I could trust in my knee again, trusting myself to make plays and not think about it.
That's Saquon Barkley. He was the second overall pick in the 2018 draft, Offensive Rookie of the Year that season, over 2,000 yards from scrimmage. The injury issues started in 2019. I remember fairly early in the year, maybe week 4, a game at Tampa. He suffered an ankle injury and was hobbling around, hopping on one leg, and then he had the torn ACL in 2020, had ankle issues last year. It's the nature of the position. We've talked about this how many times in the past week or so. It's not about the guy. It's not about Christian McCaffrey. It's not about Derrick Henry. It's not about Saquon Barkley. It's about the position they play. It is conducive to injury. And, hey, if he's back to the guy that he was in 2018, that's good news for the Giants and Daniel Jones and what they're trying to do there, Chris.
Definitely. I mean, with that offense, Brian Daboll, what they'll be able to do. Yeah, I mean, again, this is a guy that when healthy, I think you're describing it or trying to describe it there. He's one of the more freaky guys in football. I think a lot of running backs look at Saquon Barkley, and if you ask them who has the most skill or talent at the position of football, I mean, I've heard running backs that are playing right now talk and put Saquon Barkley in the top guys conversation there. And he can fly. He can go 80 yards to the house. He can break your ankles like Barry Sanders. And, I mean, you can see he's got some power in his legs. So it's good to hear he's got the confidence back. That's a big thing with a running back who's, again, big, thick, and his body and money and everything about his game is made on his ability to jam that leg in the ground and cut a certain way and explode. When you're thinking about that, it's hard to let it go, let alone when you don't have a very good offense and blocking around you and everything there. So hopefully we get to see the guy you're talking about from a few years ago.
And he's got every incentive to have a big season, and that's going to be the real question. Let's say he has a big year and reestablishes himself. Free agency in 2023, what do you do? What kind of year does he have to get the Giants to franchise tag him? What kind of year does he have to get the Giants to give him a big contract? Would someone else give him a big contract? It's one of the realities of the position. It's one of the reasons why Derrick Henry took $12.5 million per year from the Titans when he was in the franchise tag dance. Other teams don't pay big money to running backs who have done well with some other organization. They just don't. When you hit the market, Melvin Gordon got $8 million a year when he finally became a free agent. So, Chris, I just wonder if he has a great year, what it's going to mean for him financially. Because it still goes back to the position. The money's just not there for the position.
No, you're right. That's going to be interesting to see. He does have the type of talent, though, if we get to see that, and then the stats start to back it up and everything, where you go, wait, this might be a guy that we do think about franchise tagging and kind of extend and see where this goes from there. It is that type of talent. He does have superstar ability, so hopefully he can bring that to the table and put the Giants in that position this year.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.